Okay, before I even start this video, this is Mr. Casella here.
Hi, Mr. Casella. Nice to meet you.
Now, this is a video on atheist fundamentalists. Now, obviously, I will not deny that there are Christian fundamentalists and Christians who make Christianity look bad and give it a bad rep.
Good of you to admit that. Very generous of you. However, I'm curious to know what you mean by atheist fundamentalists. What are the fundamentals of atheism? I don't believe in God? I think you're confusing atheism with religion. Or at the very least, you're confusing anti-theists, like me, who actively oppose religion, religious indoctrination, and religious influence in the political sphere, with what I would guess is the vast majority of atheists who don't believe but also don't actively oppose religion. Most of them might not even care to talk about religion. But even as an anti-theist, there's no books of anti-theism I have to follow. I don't have to interpret one specific book or join a church of anti-theism, or even agree with other anti-theists. So I'm really confused about what you mean when you say atheist fundamentalists, because as far as I can tell, there really aren't any fundamentals when it comes to atheism. But I'm sure you'll explain your position shortly, so please do go on.
Before I even get into the video, I will at least admit that. But what atheists will never admit, except for a very few of them, is that there are atheist fundamentalists. Okay, what is an atheist fundamentalist? Someone who's really zealous about atheism and people not believing in God and really hates religion and religious people. That's an atheist fundamentalist, which most atheists are.
Well, first off, Preston, I'd really like to see your stats backing your assertion that most atheists are, well, anything. Second, I don't know anyone who hates religious people. You might perceive their criticism of your religion as an attack on you personally, but I for one don't hate religious people, even though I profoundly disagree with them when it comes to religion. And I oppose what I think are the lies and falsehoods that religions tend to spread and normalize. I also wouldn't say I hate religion. In some ways I find religion fascinating. I just think you're wrong, and I'm vocal about it. I don't sit silently in a corner while religious people loudly spread their faith. However, I try not to be douchey about it. I realize there is a time and place for vocal opposition, and I realize that religious people are people too.
And another thing, too, is that what bothers me and what pisses me off a lot about atheists, now not all of them, don't misuse my words out of context, even though they will.
Yeah, not all. Just the vast majority, right, Preston? Wouldn't want to take you out of context or anything.
I don't hate all atheists. The ones that bother me are the really mean douchebag majority of them. There is a minority of atheists that are really friendly, nice, and don't care about what you believe in. And they don't hate it. And they don't hate you because you believe in some...
So the quiet atheists then. The ones who will just sit to the side while you spread your faith, your untrue ideas, and utter nonsense. Those are the good atheists. Well, I do care what you believe in. You're entitled to those beliefs, but if you bring it up in public or try to legislate your unsubstantiated religious views, I very much care what you believe. You see, beliefs inform actions. I'm sick of this narrative that it doesn't matter what people believe. You wouldn't use this sort of reasoning when talking about any other subject. Would you care if the majority of people around you believed in a flat earth? Would you care if they believed vaccines were more harmful than the diseases they were made to prevent? I think you would. And I care when I'm surrounded by a majority of people who believe in a supernatural, invisible superbeing they have no good evidence for, who also believe that they know what this being wants from us as a species. That alarms me. I actually have a hard time understanding atheists who don't care about this. I find that almost as strange as religious people believing in super entities, to be honest. There's nothing wrong with saying, yeah, I think you're wrong and here's why.
Because you believe in a religion. Now, back to what I was saying, one thing that bothers me is that whenever you go on a creationist video, there's always a huge amount of dislikes, usually more dislikes than likes, because
they're wrong and people are using the dislike function on YouTube to voice their displeasure with the spreading of bad ideas. And why would that bother you? It bothers you that people have the freedom to dislike something they think is false? It doesn't bother me when religious people dislike my videos. It's a part of YouTube. Stop being so damn sensitive.
Atheists use a lot of tactics, and I know what they do. They use name calling, and that's one of their tactics. Is they'll use name calling and insults.
Yeah, we sit around and plan our next move. Look, Preston, both atheists and religious people aren't above calling people names. A good number of your brethren seem perfectly happy with the idea that I'll burn in hell for eternity, for example. They seem fine with supporting a belief system that at times actively supports my eternal torture because I don't believe in their deity. You know what they say about people living in glass houses, right?
Another tactic they'll use is they'll downvote the video. They'll get a whole bunch of them to downvote the video, or they'll have a whole bunch of bots or sock accounts to downvote a video simply because it's a creationist making the video and because they don't like it because it contradicts atheism.
Personally, I want you to make more videos, if that's what you believe, because I believe it's false and I'll do my best to expose those bad ideas. But also, it's hard to downvote videos with ratings and comments turned off. You know, like yours. It shows you don't want to hear the other side. You're not willing to consider another point of view. Now, I support your right to turn ratings and comments off, but when I see videos with those features turned off, I want to respond to it even more. Maybe that's my atheist fundamentalism coming out.
So, yeah, just some things I wanted to get off my chest.
Thank you for that. I hope you feel better now.
I think I got this idea while watching a video by True Talk TV called Atheist Experience. Fans, listen up. Cool video. You know, he's telling truth. I'm not surprised. I'm not saying that atheists are the only people who use tactics. Christians use tactics too, but I'm just talking about atheist tactics because obviously there's been how many videos made about Christian tactics. I don't even need to make a video about that. There's already enough people who made videos about that. But atheist tactics. Now there's a video category that not too many people have made topics or speeches about.
It seems you've found a niche then. Since it's an untapped topic, maybe you should make more videos about it.
And it's sad that they have to resort to name-calling and having to have a whole bunch of people dislike a video because they don't have any real arguments or real logic or anything, really. You know, they have to resort to child's play. And it's sad, but oh well. There's people like that, and then, oh well, you're just going to have to deal with it.
Oh, we have real arguments. But I agree that name-calling isn't going to convince many theists, and I try my best to stay away from calling people names. But I'm only one person, and just like you can't control what other Christians do, I can't control what other atheists do. I just put my thoughts out there and hope my videos find an audience who enjoys them.
Oh well. I think that ends... I'm sorry if this video was short. I think that ends this video, though. I'm kind of scratching my neck here, wondering what else to talk about or throw in. I don't want this to be boring, so I guess I'll end the video now.
Here's a pro tip. Script your videos, or write some bullet points down before making a video so you don't flounder around at the end. If you do flounder around, try editing it out. But you're right about one thing. This is the end of the video. So thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Take care, and cheers.
Yeah, when I'm on the scene, girls be checking my purity ring. I'm at the bookstore, you know what section I'm looking for. This is how I roll, and I be studied by the out control. When you count stacks, I'm at the mall, passing out tracks.
Girl, let that Bible. Girl, let that Bible. Girl, let that Bible.
I wear it out.
Girl, let that Bible. Girl, let that Bible. Girl, let that Bible.
I wear it out.
When I walk in the church, this is what I see.
Okay.
Everybody stops and they're praying with me. I got a passion in my heart, and I'm not afraid to show it, show it, show it, show it.
I'm Christian and I know it. I'm Christian and I know it.
Ha ha ha.